Hello everybody, this is Tyler, also Pocky, and welcome back to Lucid9. Now, enough for the introductions, let's just get back into this. Wordlessly, I turn and head down the corridor. Guess someone's a little touchy, now that I blame her. If I had a student like me, I'd hate him too. I tromp down the stairs to the first floor and stop before a sign at the end of the hallway bearing the sign, J. Ryuta, door manager. I rap sharply on the wood 3 times. Mr. Ryuta? What is it? Nuclear war? What? No. Meh. Don't feel like opening the door for anything less important. I could open the door myself. Locked. Don't bother. I press my ear against the door, listening keenly. There it is, action-packed orchestral strings, just barely bleeding through the wood. Faint clanging of swords on shields. Are you in a clan war, Mr. Ryuta? Bah! A moment later and the door's lock clicks open. Wow, this music's actually really good. I slip inside the room, holding back a smile. The office is minimalistic in its furnishings, but fairly welcoming. Warm light encompasses the room, highlighting the comfortable chairs arranged around a coffee table that bears a bowl of potato chips. It looks more like the office of a therapist rather than the office of a school dorm manager. In the corner I spot a calmly mahogany desk, on the top of which sits Jirao Ryuta, I'm just gonna call him that, in a very dramatic position. He looks like he hasn't slept in like 3 days. And then his eyes are sewn shut because he got abducted by aliens. Welcome to the satin room. Have you brought an offering to appease the dark... What? Oh, okay. Indeed I have. With an equally exaggerated bow, I present the book and note for my teacher. Mr. Ryuta's eyebrows scrunching and confusing. Okay, his eyes aren't sewn shut, that's good. And he has nice green eyes. Bit radioactive, but eh. The hell is this? I kinda got in trouble earlier for talking back. Instead of detention, the teacher's convinced that I need a more permanent solution. Like death? I can help you with that. So you're thinking more along the lines of counseling, I believe. Oh, okay. But what the hell is this? He shakes the book empathically. The curriculum that the teacher recommends for, helping me. Oh, right. Well, I'll put it where it belongs. He probably throws it into the trash, which extracts a laugh from me. Now, to business. Let me read up on what exactly a teacher wants. Sai strips over the paper that I silently hand to him. Ha! Oh boy, isn't this precious? Let me translate. Dear Mr. Ryuta, I'm having trouble subduing a boy who actually has a brain and doesn't care for the inefficiencies of bureaucracy. Sincerely, a woman who was certainly the most boring person in her graduating class. I choke back a laugh as he crumbles the paper into a ball and lobs it in the trash. By the way, don't tell anyone I said that, or I might get fired, and then you'd have to take counseling from Miss Hanazawa. And then where would you be? Consider the NDA signed. Mr. Ryuta reclines easily against his chair, kicking his legs on the table. So how's the apartment? Still in one piece. Mostly. Good to hear that. And Phil? Phil? The little houseplant, the one I placed on your shelf. Your memory sucks more than mine, kid. Oh, right. I vaguely remember Mr. Ryuta forming an odd attachment to a plant when I moved to my apartment, even to the point where he named him Phil. I think he died. That's a bit odd. I thought he was a fake plant. Nope, looked faked on the outside, but I guess... but all real inside. You mean like Kim Kardashian? A satisfied smile puts at Mr. Ryuta's lips and suddenly realized the metaphor. We're not talking about plants, are we? Your optimism is inspiring, kid. I would have thought your answer would be the contrary. What? People look real on the outside, but they're all fake inside? Something like that. If we were talking about plants, how was I supposed to know? Well, you know now. So now that you know, is your answer the same? No. Didn't even need to think about it. The truth is, people pretend to be genuine on the outside, but inside, they're nothing. Mr. Ryder evaluates me for a moment, but to my surprise, there's no judging in his gaze. You must be a real party pleaser. I'll be here all week. What made you draw such a depressing conclusion? I can tell that his mind's on the fast track of psychoanalysis, childhood trauma, clinical depression, suicidal tendencies. I tend to put that to rest because if anything should be blamed, it should be my 100% natural disdain for humanity. Power of observation, if anything. People like to be strong, confident, independent on the outside. Peel that away, and what do you get? Their heart. Then the heart must be pretty pathetic. Did I say otherwise? No? No, I guess he didn't. Mr. Ryder eases from the topic and leans back on his chair, drawing a planner from his drawer. Well, if it were up to me, I'd say that you just like any other surly teenager going through the first throes of senioritis. But paperwork's been signed and you know how bureaucracy goes. I thought our government was supposed to be more efficient since the national changes. Huh? You assume the mayor actually does anything important? He scrolls something down on his tablet and taps the screen. My phone buzzes gently in my pocket. Your teacher recommend that we meet every day, but honestly, who has time for that? We'll just play it by ear and you let me know if you ever get the urge to murder someone. Probably means you're due for another checkup. I checked what he sent me, a copy of the spreadsheet he tapped outside of his door. Taped outside his door, revealing his available times. Wow, how did you... Let me start over. Wow, how did you have the time, this much free time? Life as a door manager is just swell, isn't it? I thought you at least had some kind of job. I'll let you in on a secret. The kids here don't cause much trouble. Not because they're angels, not because they're boring. Because they're too prissy. They don't want to get their manicured nails dirty with things like graffiti or booze. They need something to... But they do need someone to cry to when they stub a toe, and the other teachers seem to think that I fit that job description. Actually, it's more likely that they don't want to deal with the hormonal brats. So instead of being a helicopter parent, I get to be the bench warmer who just nods and smiles once every few minutes. Like me? Well, you'll be more interesting than the rest of them, I hope. Yeah, that sounds like the academy in a nutshell. Half the people are too snobby to be fun, and the other half are too lazy to care. What do you get to hear? Whining about grades, toxic relationships? Sometimes. Sometimes, but not always. At any rate, I can't exactly complain. Makes my job easy. Thank you for your massive contribution to society. You're absolutely welcome. They seem to equal yours. I snort. He chuckles. Yeah, this could have been really painful if I haven't gotten Mr. Ryuta. Well, as your loving, caring, and awe-inspiring mentor, I can hardly keep you from the beauty of that club recruitment day. Oh no, I'm fine, really. Off you go. Take a selfie and send it to me. Or I'll schedule an appointment tomorrow. But that's... You said... You need to expand your opportunities, broaden your horizons, go where no man has gone before. But... And most importantly, you need to get out of my office so I can check my clan. That's just sad, Mr. Ryuta. That's just sad. World domination calls. See ya. That voice dried the hell out of my throat. Okay. And without another word, he shoved me out and slammed the door in my face. I have no choice but to head to the school courtyard. Just chattering, okay. It doesn't take much time to find Masato behind the track table, armed with I less than 3 track flags and I less than 3 track poster and I less than 3 track headbands. I get this very vague feeling that he loves track. He welcomes me enthusiastically, immediately. Is that piling or pilling? I think pilling would be with 2 L's, so that immediately piling all admin duties on me. But true to my word, I proceed to be completely useless throughout the recruitment process. Eventually, Masato seems to give up, handing me a single sign to wave around. I amuse myself by coming up with truly terrible pitches. Want a 6-pack? Join track. Looking for health hacks? Join track. Get a neck? Join track. Rich or lack? Join track. Okay, the music in this game is really good. I didn't expect that. Pick up the slack. Join track. For reasons unknown, Masato seems to love this. He grins and slaps me on the back. There you go. You just need to apply yourself. See? I'm pretty sure that... Aw, the music's gone. I'm pretty sure that those glances were getting me from underclassmen aren't looks of admiration. Despite my obvious shortcomings, Masato hooks 4 recruitments into track. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised that he got that many. A lot of the attendees of this school are the richer, lazier kids. I also noticed that he seems to be a lot easier on them than he was on me. When the club recruitment fair is done and everything's torn down, Masato and I head to the school entrance to wait for Rui and Yahiko. For reasons unknown, Masato is ecstatically chattering about my newfound enthusiasm. You killed it today, man. That's the kind of team spirit we need. Great, I might have just got myself into more trouble. Well, I guess I was in track for most of the year, last year. Might as well do it again this year. I need to come up with a ways for her. I think it's going to be one time, but to him. And then I said, Geezer's on the gravy stick of Motherload. We could use a man with your skills. And so he signed the contract with the blood from his veins, thereby permanently joining the drama club. Wow! I can't believe you're so good at recruiting people. You know, what they've said to me. What? Something like, get a life, you're just a denial of my reality. Well, darn my socks. You, these days, are so cynical. The two come to a halt as Masato waves Rui over. Well, looks like you guys have plans. I'd better leave you and Yama. I mean, you and everyone else in this have some nice time together. What? What are you talking about? It's more like babysitter duty. Where I'm the babysitter and I had to make sure a bunch of kids, well, you know, set the house on fire and stuff. Oh, come on, he's your best friend, isn't he? And your childhood friend? Yeah, but... Have you guys made a childhood promise together? What? No way! Really? Really? Those kind of things are more cliche than explosions in an action movie? Exactly! Well, think of it this way. Although explosions may be a cliche, they're also a staple. You can't have a proper action movie without proper explosions. Everybody but Michael B, take note of this girl's words of wisdom. And Michael Bay, less than explosions, please. It's the same with life. You can have a proper childhood friend without a proper childhood promise. I wouldn't. Does she have to mention romance? Really? Wait, was that... I have no clue who that was. Oh, look! There they are. Guess I better get going. Have fun storming the castle. The girl cheerily skips away as Ruby spins... Oh. I'm just screwing this up, okay. The girl cheerily skips away as Ruby sprints to us for refuge. I try for a smirk. Looks like you and Akira had a productive recruitment day. Akira Karube, Ruby's best friend, current roommate, and self-appointed matchmaker. Also another person who I don't get along with. But let's be honest, I don't get along with anyone. I mean, do I get along with anyone? Akira was sure productive, I barely had any luck. Whoops. I noticed that she's mastered herself surprisingly quickly. Well, I guess that 10 years of make-believe and drama club would do that to you. How do you guys do? We got 4 new recruitments. 15 liters of fresh blood. 15 liters? Did you just pull that number out of your head, or is that actually legit? Real, woman. Of course it's legit. Average weight's 55 kilograms. The average teenager has a blood volume of 7% of his or her total weight. They got herself 4 new recruitment. Rui's eyes are already swimming as he raves on, seemingly unaware of the curious glances from the freshman who pegged him as a rough thug. Assuming no one's anemic, we got 55 times 4 in total kilograms, which is 220. Multiply that by 0.07 for the weight to the blood volume ratio. Bam! 15.4. Round it down to 15 for a nice round number. We got ourselves 15 liters of fresh blood. And this is why Masato's really good at catching people off guard. I can't believe you actually calculated that! Why? It ain't no trouble. It sure sounds like trouble. Hell no. Used to see what we do in Honor Society. Yes, Honor Society. Not only did he participate in it, he's the president. Oh, did I not mention that he's literally good at everything? Athletics, academics, heck, probably even art. Except sarcasm. That's one area I could trump him in. The only area. Oh, here comes the great Hiko Ikari. Sure enough, apparently a shock of blonde hair pops around the corner. The Hiko's beaming, but I notice that he's not holding a single sign up page in the sand. Good aid, you, my pitiful peasants. You've already just in time to witness my brilliant plan. Technically, he was the one who came up to us, but I stay silent. You see, I tried to get my own club, a club worthy of my immeasurable greatness. In other words, he got rejected by all the other clubs. Oh boy! You're making a club? Good for you. I know. I'm gonna call it the Happy Club, and it'll be comprised of minions who will follow my ever bidding. I think we just witnessed the creation of the shadiest club on campus. We will start by taking over the school, then Isamu, then Japan, then the entire world. Well, at least he doesn't lack ambition. And once my mansion on the moon is built, we'll have domination over the universe itself. But he does lack brains. What you guys talking about all secret like? Nothing. We're just talking about how we haven't gone to GFC in a while. As completely unconvincing as this excuse is, she successfully turns Masato's attention to food. GFC? I like that. I like the way you think, Rui. We better go now before the dinner rush starts. He marches off humming cheerily. Okay. As Yahiko blathers on about how amazing his new club will be. Great cover. I know. Totally inconspicuous. Just as conspicuous as that time you wore a kimono. Of course she'd bring that up. You want to get tickled? You wouldn't dare! Whenever you mention anything about kimonos, I feel a sudden urge to tickle the nearest person. We better get going. We should follow Masato and Yahiko to GFC. Yeah. She speeds away before I have the chance to stop her. I only chuckle to myself as I catch up. As we make our way to the lively shopping area a few blocks away from campus, a couple of details catch my attention. The endless posters and billboards plastered with faces of politicians with their broad candidate smiles proclaimed in the bold letters, "Back to prosperity." The recession is over and do more with more upon scrolling tablets and giant projected screens. That's normal. There's the smoker and his buddy, the random drunkard, the group of tourists clutching along electronic pamphlets titled "Welcome to the glorious metropolis of Isamu." Well, taking pictures in front of every possible location. And most of all, the ornate Isamuite power walking down the sidewalks with resumes clutched in his helpful hands. That's also normal. Everything is normal. Completely normal. So, why do I feel uneasy? Maybe it's the skyscrapers. I never liked them. They're too tall and I always get the impression that they're watching me. Not like guardians either. Not like some malevolent force that's watching over the city. More like staring, waiting for the right moment to strike. And then there's the smog, that terrible, musky pollution that sits on my skin like a coat of hard mud. Every breath is disgusting, but every breath is necessary. I hate the city. I really, really do. Too bad that there's nothing better. Not really. Too bad that Isamu has always been the best, if not only option. Pay attention, you idiot! I'm startled out of my thoughts by Masato grabbing my arm and yanking me out of the street. Do you not see the red light? Red means stop! And stop means your velocity reaches 0. You could have been ran over by a truck! Despite myself, I'm touched by their concern. I'm fine. Let's go. After eyeing me for a long moment, Yuhiko shrugs and bounds to GFC's automatic doors, activating the motion sensor with a flourish. Ladies first. Lady? Where? Right here! She slaps a hand on my shoulder with a creepy grin. Ooh, good one. You mean Yama's been a girl this whole time? Oh, heavens no! That'd be really awkward. Why? Let's go have some chicken. Boy, I'm so hungry. Fried chicken. Mm-hmm. Why did I make her sound like Mickey Mouse now? Okay, that's just okay. She quickly skips into GFC, leaving Masato thoroughly bewildered. I don't get it. Why is it awkward? Beats me. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have a good idea, but there's no way I'm bringing it up. Look, are we having chicken or not? Of course we are. What'd you take me for? Well, good thing that neither he nor Yuhiko are very perceptive. Okay, everybody, that'll do for this episode of Lucid number 9. If you like this video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. This has been Tyler, also known as Pocket, and peace out. Bye-bye!